Hi, this is Clay Richardson, Chief Accelerator with Digital FastForward and your Innovation Leadership Coach. And today, what I want to share with you is really some tips and feedback on how to get the most out of each and every day as an innovation leader. And this is something I struggle with as a new CEO and new founder of Digital FastForward. So going back 4 years ago, when I launched, me and my co-founder launched Digital FastForward, one of the challenges I had was, how do I create a strong morning routine or a solid morning routine that could set me up for success throughout the day? This was a real struggle for me because before launching Digital FastForward, I created a really good morning routine doing essentially what's called morning pages, writing 750 words every morning when I first got up, just clearing everything out of my mind, and having time to meditate and work out. And when I started Digital FastForward, I thought wrongly that I would have to really change my entire routine. So I went through about a year of trying to figure out, as a founder, it just seemed like, when I got up, I needed to just hit the ground running, checking emails, just staying on top of everything. And even though this is my third startup, I just felt like, I wanted to get a routine that would really be designed for me to grow the company very quickly. Over time, though, I realized, and I went on a search around this for about a year, right? And just talking to different people like, hey, what tips do you have? Reading different material, trying to figure out what's a good startup routine for a founder and CEO. And this is the same challenge I see with innovation leaders, right? A lot of the companies we work with, the CEOs or C-suites, but also aspiring innovation leaders struggle with this, is how do I maximize my day? How do I get the most out of my day? And the number one complaint that I hear is, really, by the time I get to the office or by the time I finish my first set of meetings, I'm pretty much burnt, right? I'm not any good to actually jumpstart and focus on creativity and innovation, or I don't have that energy needed to lead my team when it comes to innovation, because those first 2 or 3 hours of the day are spent more focused on just managing the fires, right? And so this is what I want to give you is not so much just my morning routine that I figured out, but to challenge you to come up with your own morning routine. And I want to hear from everyone what routines work for you. And particularly during COVID, I found that this morning routine that I built gave me a foundation for every day being able to have the energy, have the courage, and also to be able to maintain the mindset needed to influence and to facilitate and to drive collaboration. And so I want to walk you through these really quickly, my 4-step morning routine. And so the first thing I do when I wake up, usually now I try to wake up somewhere between 5 and 6 a.m. And the first thing I do when I get up is hydrate. This is a critical piece. Your body, when you wake up, it's like the system starting back up. And so hydration really helps get everything going. In my previous life, when I was a researcher, an analyst, doing a lot of research writing and strategy work for clients, I learned a tip from a colleague of mine, like when you're writing or you're doing a lot of research or a lot of mental activity, it's so important to hydrate. Just hydrating in general, just drinking water regularly throughout the day is critical. But I try to get a jump on hydration in the morning as much as possible by having a couple cups of water, essentially like at least a ½ liter of water, try to drink just to get things going. And so once I hydrate, usually I then do some form of physical activity. One of the things that I found that's very helpful is Qigong. Qigong is really, it's a martial art, so to speak, but it's a way of waking up your body. And so you're really tapping at different points on your body, you know, to really get your body going. And the thing I found with this, this is gonna sound weird. I know some of this I'm sharing a little bit on a personal level, but it's really important in terms of how you get your day going as an innovation leader. But one of the things I found with Qigong is it actually helps me maintain flexibility throughout the day. And I don't mean flexibility in terms of just physically, but mentally, as I'm working with different team members or working with clients. I can see on the days that I do Qigong that I'm much more flexible and much more able to collaborate and feel like, okay, we can do the dance, so to speak, right? And so this Qigong is both physical, it's really good just to get you open and ready for the day, but it's also good mentally in terms of just getting ready to collaborate and engage and remain flexible during the day. The other piece here that's super helpful is journaling. And so I try my best to journal every day. And when I say journaling, sometimes it's writing down just whatever thoughts are in my brain. But I've also found, some good journal books that have prompts that help you really engage with what's going on with you during the day. And so a lot of times, at least again, I'm speaking from my own experience, if I don't journal, I don't realize some of the thoughts that are going on in my head. But when I do journal, those thoughts really become at the forefront. And so definitely taking time to journal is really critical. And then this last one down here, a little bit hard to see, is meditating. And I found this piece to be very helpful when commuting into the office, or even when I'm working from home, just having that 10 to 15 minutes of meditation before I start work helps me in terms of creating really a buffer between the kind of getting ready for the day to beginning to get the work done, right? Or whatever I need to focus on, whatever that is. And so just taking 10 to 15 minutes to meditate. Now I kind of move this one over here, but taking 10 to 15 minutes to meditate can be really powerful. And definitely if you're doing it on a daily basis, just meditating. I had someone ask me recently, what type of meditation do you do? And my simple answer is I just set my timer for 10 minutes and really try to just pay attention to my breath, right? And just breathing in, breathing out for 10 minutes, and then the timer goes off. There's a lot of good meditation, mindfulness apps, timers, just a lot of material out there. And this isn't really just to say, hey, you need to meditate a certain way. I'm not even saying you need to meditate on a daily basis. My recommendation is just having a practice in the morning that you do on a regular basis that helps you really jumpstart, boost your productivity and creativity as an innovation leader. As we're having these conversations, I'm sharing, some of my practices. I'm really creating a conversation and learning what works for you, right? It's really about you as an innovation leader. If you're leading a team and you're really trying to think of new ways to, whether that's drive automation, whether that's transforming customer experience, it takes this combination of high performance, having these types of routines, and then applying that to innovation to bring creativity to get the outcomes that you want. My challenge to you is to take a look at your morning routine and just look at what are the things that you do every morning, what works for you as an innovation leader, and what's not working for you as an innovation leader. That's my challenge to you. Definitely looking forward to hear what people have. Share your insights. If you have a morning routine and it works for you and you've been doing it, faithfully, and you're seeing just every day you have good productivity, or most days it's hard to have the highest level of productivity every day, right? But if you're seeing where your morning routine gets you into a good rhythm and you're able to deliver, share that with us, right? If you're seeing where you're struggling, I'd love to hear what is the struggle. And so just, again, quick tips on my morning routine in terms of what I've been able to do, particularly throughout COVID, to boost my own productivity and just my own energy on a day-to-day basis, and be able to, or finding a way through this routine to be able to deliver innovation at a high level on a regular basis. And so with that, this is Clay Richardson, Chief Accelerator with Digital FastForward and your Innovation Leadership Coach. And until next time, happy accelerating and happy innovating.